There was once a period in my life when I truly believed that being constantly busy meant I was becoming successful. I thought exhaustion was proof of progress. Every morning I woke up before the sun had even touched the mountains, and every night I slept with a tired body and a restless mind. My days were filled with movement, plans, goals, and endless thinking, yet deep inside I felt strangely empty. At that time I believed life was about moving faster than everyone else. But I later discovered something painful. A person can spend their entire life running without ever understanding where they are going. One morning, an old monk looked at me quietly for a long moment and asked a question that completely changed the direction of my life. He said, "If your mind never rests, where exactly are you rushing to?" At first, I didn't know how to answer him. The question sounded simple, but it stayed inside my mind for years. Because the truth is, most people are moving through life so quickly that they never stop long enough to ask themselves why. We wake up, chase money, chase validation, chase success, chase attention, and somewhere in the middle of all that noise, we slowly lose ourselves. Today, I want you to deeply understand something that many people realize only when it is already too late. One day, you will run out of time. Not just time to work, not just time to become successful. I mean time to truly live. Time to become the version of yourself you always dreamed of becoming. Time to tell people you love them. Time to forgive yourself for old mistakes. Time to sit peacefully without anxiety controlling your mind. The saddest part of life is not death itself. The saddest part is watching people postpone their happiness until someday in the future, only to discover that someday never arrived. Many years ago, a young man came to our monastery. He was intelligent, ambitious, and full of confidence. He spoke endlessly about his future, about money, about status, about becoming someone important in the eyes of the world. Then he smiled and told me, "Master, I will work hard now, and later, when I finally become successful, I will allow myself to enjoy life." So I asked him a very simple question: when will later arrive? He laughed softly and answered, "After success." Years passed, and one day he returned. But this time the energy in his eyes had disappeared. His hair had turned gray. His smile was weaker. He had achieved everything he once dreamed of: wealth, recognition, success. Yet peace was missing from his life. And before leaving, he whispered something I will never forget. "I achieved everything I wanted, but I forgot to live." Many people today are trapped in the exact same cycle. They sacrifice their peace for money, their health for status, and their happiness for the approval of strangers who will forget them tomorrow. Modern life has taught people to constantly compare themselves with others, to scroll endlessly through the lives of strangers and feel like they are falling behind. And because of that, many people no longer know how to sit quietly with themselves. Silence scares them, because silence reveals the truth they have been avoiding, that they are emotionally tired, mentally overwhelmed, and spiritually disconnected from themselves. One evening, a student once asked me, "Master, how do I stop overthinking?" I pointed toward a bowl of muddy water and said, "The mind is exactly like this water. If you constantly touch it, disturb it, and shake it with fear and endless thoughts, it will never become clear." Then I stayed silent for a few moments before continuing. But if you leave it alone, slowly the dirt settles. Most people do not realize that many of their problems are created not by reality itself, but by the endless noise inside their own minds. So before this video ends, I want you to ask yourself one honest question tonight. If your life ended sooner than expected, would you truly be proud of the way you are living today? If the answer is no, do not wait for another perfect moment to change. Call the people you love. Protect your peace. Rest when your soul feels tired. Spend more time living and less time proving yourself to the world. Because in the end, a peaceful mind is worth more than a successful life filled with emptiness. And remember this: a person who learns to enjoy simple moments will never feel poor inside.